Or considering the situation. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept to the bed. Crept up to means moved slowly. Okay. Anil was sleeping slow, peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. Even I had more marks on my face, though mine were only mostly scars. So, what is the meaning of these lines? So, at last, Hari Singh decided to rob Anil. He decided to steal the money which he had. Okay, so he just slowly came out from the balcony and came to his room. Anil was sleeping without any lines on his face. Unlined word is here means he was actually without any tension. You can see this picture, he was sleeping peacefully. His face was unlined means there were no lines of any tension on his face. Even on the face of Hari Singh there were many lines of worry, nervousness. Okay, when we are nervous there are lines on our forehead. Okay, our forehead gets some wrinkles that time. Okay, so Hari Singh was nervous, that's why his face was having many scars. But Anil was sleeping peacefully. So he came slowly to his room. He just slept, we can say, slid his hand under the mattress and took out the notes which were kept under the mattress only. Okay. My hand slid under the mattress and searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew them out without a sound. Anil sighed in his sleep. Okay, sighed means to take a deep breath and turned on his side towards me. I was startled. Startled means shocked, surprised, and quickly crawled out of the room. Crawled means he just came out on his fours, two hands and two legs. Okay, so when Hari Singh took out the notes, Anil suddenly took a side. Okay, he turned his side. He was taking a deep breath, and that time Hari Singh was shocked, and as he was shocked, he was completely scared, but he did not panic. He just came out slowly from his room. Okay, let's see further what happened. When I was on the road, I began to run. I had the notes on my waist and held there by the string of my pajamas. So, where Hari Singh kept his bundle of notes in the string of his lower, which he was wearing. Okay, I slowed down to walk and counted the notes. Suddenly, first of all, he was running and running. He came out of his room and he started running, came to the market, and he just went away. He just came so far, and then suddenly he stopped and he counted the notes. How much money was there? There was 600 rupees in 50s. 50 rupees notes were there. It was a bundle of 50 notes, and in all these were 600 rupees. And it's very old story. 600 rupees are not less that time. Okay, so Hari Singh was very happy to have this money. I could look like an oil rich Arab for a week or two. Okay, Arab, like some people are there, those who live in Dubai, these kind of side, they're very rich actually. So like an Arab rich person like Arabs, he could live with this amount of money for 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, he could live freely, happily with this amount of money at least for 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, so what did he decide now? As he was thinking earlier what he would do, what was his plan? His plan was to go and catch train. Which train? The Lucknow Express, which was actually going to leave the station at 10:30. Okay, when I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life, but dashed straight to the platform. Dashed means ran. Okay, so when he came to the railway station, he did not buy a ticket. Actually, he was a thief. He had never bought ticket. Actually, he was always traveling without ticket. So he just came to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. Okay, the train which he was about to board, that was actually ready to move only. Lucknow Express, the train had still to pick the speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of its carriages means compartments, but I hesitated means stopped for some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. What is the meaning of these lines? The train was ready to move only, and then it started moving. When Hari Singh came to the platform, the train was moving so slowly. He could easily run and catch the train. He could get into the train very easily if he would run. Okay, but he did not run. He stopped there only. The train was moving. He was watching everything. Okay, everything was going on in front of his eyes, but actually he did not hurry up. Okay, he was just standing there watching the train moving only. So as in movies we see some kind of scenes, this was going on. He did not go into the train, he just stood on the platform. Something was stopping him which he could not explain. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. Deserted means which is alone, where nobody is there. So he was alone on the platform, everybody had gone. Okay, he was just standing there only. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help, and I did not want to make anyone curious about staying at one of the small hotels. So now where he would go, he did not know. He was alone on the platform. He did not have any place to spend the night. He did not even have any friend in this town. He was never making friend. Why he was not making friend? This is very important question. Because he believed that friends were more trouble than help. Okay, friends could land him into a trouble because he was a thief. Okay, so if he would be caught, if he would there would be an inquiry about him, then maybe he would be caught because of his friends. Okay, so he never made friend. Only one person he knew very well, that was a man whom he had robbed, that was Anil. Okay, so now leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. Okay, he came to a market. In my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's faces when they had lost their goods. The greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, the poor man showed acceptance. But I knew that Anil's face when he discovered the theft would show only a touch of sadness, not for the loss of money but for the loss of trust. Okay, now Anil was walking through the market and he was just thinking about Anil only. In his career of thief, okay, in this career which was actually very experienced one, he was just he knew what is the reaction of different people when their money gets lost. A greedy man will show fear always. Okay, and what about rich person? If his money would be lost, he would be angry. If any poor person will lose the money, he would show acceptance, means he would neither be angry nor be sad, he would accept, okay, the truth of life. But what about Anil? If he would discover the theft, then he would be sad, but he would not be sad for the loss of money, he would be sad for the loss of trust. Okay, I found myself in the Maidan. Now he came to a big ground and sat down on the bench. The night was chilly. Chilly means cold. It was nearly November and a light drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. Okay, now he came to a ground. There he was sitting on the bench. It was a cold night that day and suddenly it started drizzling. Drizzle means when there is a little shower of rain. Okay, and then heavy rain began to fall. It was raining very heavily and now Anil became wet. His shirt, his pajama, everything was wet now. He was shivering due to cold and even his notes also became wet, which he had hung in his lower. Okay, and now he came to take a shelter under a tower. He was completely wet that time.